never seen me before. I think you have to check. I think I'm gonna show you guys why I stay active.
Because you were obese, bro.
Man, I was morbidly obese.
Oh my god! I saw the picture of, and I was like, he said, "This is me," and I said, "Bullshit."
Yeah, that's him.
I couldn't
Not
believe
bad
it.
for not bad for 148 kilos. I was still running.
That's the other thing. He said it was 148 kilos, and I said, "There's no way you were 148."
148, man. That was 148. Think about that. A massive fellow Asian who just like think about wearing a baggy shorts. Playing Oliver Miller like
Oliver Miller.
Who be from Phoenix Suns who went big obese. He just let go. Oh,
do you know Oliver Miller?
Unfortunately, I don't.
You guys are sad.
How old is Oliver Miller?
Maybe old now. He played for
when Michael Jordan was around?
He would play for Phoenix Suns. They went to Toronto. Then they let him go because of being obese. He just let him go. He was pretty good.
That reminds me of Arvidas Sabonis. Remember him from Portland?
Yeah.
Because he got
Sabonis was
really
a
big. Or better yet, Sean Kemp. That's a better example.
Oh yeah, he let
Sean
go.
Kemp?
Yeah, Sean Kemp after
he
Sonics.
got really big.
Did he?
From Cavaliers, he just let go.
He went from dunking the living crap out of people, and then all of a sudden
he just let go straight away.
Yeah. So that's funny that
Check it out, Oliver Miller.
I'm looking at him now. Oh my gosh. They still let him play.
Yeah, that was his. I told you, I was
someone gave him a contract even with this.
Yeah, that's why they changed the NBA rules for being you gotta be fit, and I think it was a power forward.
I think they were hoping that he would be a bit like a Shaq.
But nah, he just let go.
He let go.
Yeah, but
Shaq was different. Shaq was
Shaq
an
was
animal.
skinny when he first started, right?
Yeah, then he put on weight.
He put on
weight,
size.
but he knew how to use it because he was athletic.
This guy's not athletic.
Nah, he just let go.
Bro.
He was a phenomenal power forward defender though.
Yeah.
Oliver Miller. Yeah, he used to play.
I've never heard.
See, you guys are young bucks.
Nah, I would have known Oliver Miller.
I followed freaking the Bird and the Celtics, the Detroit Pistons.
Man, that was a good era. I feel like it was a good era.
That was a good era.
Now we're talking about, we can go on and on. No.
Like the original point was Darius was a beast when he first started. Whereas I was on the opposite spectrum. I was actually I'm still short, but very skinny.
Yeah.
Were you skinny?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any photo of you. I just the only photo that I seen you in Sweden. You had like Goku haircut.
Yeah, I had a Goku haircut. Yeah. But I was before this whole bodybuilding thing, I was 54, 55 kilos.
What made you do bodybuilding?
I was just sick of being skinny.
So it did get into your head, right?
Look, I made a decision. That you got to make a decision. You made a decision not to be that way. You made a decision. All right, I need to be an example for my kid.
Yeah.
I made a decision. I'm sick of being weak.
Yeah.
That's just me. Just because being bullied, not getting good things, playing the victim mindset.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for the Filipino culture, being a victim is very prevalent.
Yeah.
And I was just sick of that. And it took me years it's easy to fall in that victim mindset. And I felt I felt that I was like that.
The problem
go on.
The problem is, I agree with you with that one. Because when I love being big, man. In the office, when I was traveling.
What do you mean you love being big?
I love being that big.
They're like big?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, everyone calls you Notorious D. I can dance. Man, I can dance with that group, man. I was shaking it. But the problem is, I used to eat 3 liters of ice cream at like 3 a.m. I loved it.
Oh, wow.
I loved it so much.
That's crazy, man.
But when Eric said it, I gotta stop being the big victim, and also I made a choice because the time that I hated being Filipino. Like they could be worse of the worst. The word when they say on the side, tingnan mo yung mataba na yan.
Which means look at that fat person.
Look at that fat. And the problem is, when you're eating, tingnan mo yung baboy na yan. To me, it was okay. You can call me whatever, because it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
But when my kid sees that and hear that, and my loved one sees that, Oh, wait a minute, they're
Of
getting
course, it'll
hurt.
affect you.
That changes my ball game.
Yeah.
That changes. Now, this is the funny part. So I was big. So everyone goes, you can't do it. No one was supporting. You're just wasting your time. You gotta fail. 148. Then I started learning. I was a late bloomer. I started learning kickboxing, Muay Thai. Dude, I got into 69 kilos.
Far
No
out.
saggy, just pure. But I was skinny.
Yeah.
Didn't have any tone or muscle, just skinny. I just had to prove But the problem is now I was skinny. This was how funny it was. Shabu yan. Yeah, he's taking drugs, he's taking meth. Yeah, it's just
They
like
think you're taking drugs.
It's
Yeah.
like
That's funny, man.
you're always a victim on something, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
made me laugh. But you know what? That made me prove more that you're just another hater.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a failure. So I started learning how to adapt to it. I said, you can never please anyone.
No.
I'm doing this for my own good, my
Yeah.
own goodwill for my kids, for my loved ones.
Mm.
Because when our GP, I think my family side, my dad's side, they had heart disease.
Filipinos. are
Filipino,
prevalent,
they had diabetes.
Yeah.
Then when the doctor said, Darius, by the time you're age 30, you're not gonna make it. You're just, by probably 30 you're gonna stroke. I said, you know
Wow.
what? I need change it.
You made the decision.
Yeah, I made a decision.
You made a
Man, I
decision.
could have been
It's that
run 1K, 2K. It's like stepping over. It was a yo-yo back then. I didn't have any personal trainer. Only I had myself as an attitude. You know what? I'm sick and tired of being called like this.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It's
before I became a trainer and a coach, right? So I had to prove myself first before I can give that next mindset to other people to
Yeah.
help them out. So
A lot of personal trainers go through that, man.
So
I've
when I
noticed
said
that.
when I started like dubbing on to bodybuilding, oh, you're not gonna make it. You're not good enough. You're just not good enough. It's like, you know what? It's always gonna be, if you're gonna put that in your head, you're always gonna be a failure.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be a loser. Sorry, that's the wrong word. But always, I'm just gonna do it because I wanna do it.
yeah.
When I prove it, then people will just shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will just shut up. And the one thing that I've heard recently, he goes, oh, this is so funny. Look, I need to promote my business back then. This is so funny. He goes, Darius, why do you always take off your shirt off? I said, man, I'm happy. I got to promote also. It's about, I'm in fitness industry. He goes, oh, you're just showing your six pack. I said, the six pack didn't come. It'll come. It was. I wasn't doing it to show off. I just showed that it can be done because I was that obese.
Yeah. Before and after.
Yeah, I said before and after.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no surgery, no shortcut. It wasn't done in 2 years. I had some failures. I had different knockbacks. Did the wrong sports or did the wrong exercise regime. You have to be open-minded. So,
What's up?
what up?
No space on the memory card.
What?
Naubos na. This one's still on. Yeah,
Oh.
this one's still
So
on.
just going back into that one, it's just you can never please anyone.
No.
It's from the previous all the clients, students that I have. I said, have a goal, have a business plan, and I'll put you if you want to be 4 months, let's be realistic. Don't. I could put you. If you really want to cut weight, we can cut weight. It's that easy, but you gotta have attitude to it. So now that I said I'm not getting younger, I'm just being active in the right way.
Yeah.
Because as I said, my body doesn't adapt to it. 10 years, 15 years ago, I get injured. It used to be 2 days, you're back in playing ball. Now you get ankle, like you're back for two
You should
weeks,
know
2
this is
months.
your ankle right now.
Yeah.
Right? So, but for me, staying active, staying active is the key.
How deep is your wife to actually get you to that point, to point A to point B? Or are you going to get distracted with all the other things? Because that's what life is essentially.
obstacles.
A lot of obstacles. But then there's this whole saying with, I was just playing, again, I'm being geeky now. I was playing Fallen Order, the new Jedi game. And there's a section there that says, the obstacle's the new way.
That's stoic.
Very stoic.
Yeah,
oh, you guys are nerdy.
That's very stoic. That's
the obstacle's the new way.
There's a book, The Obstacles.
Yes. Ryan Holiday.
Yeah. I read his one and like it was just a new way of thinking, right?
Correct.
And I was like, holy God, this me, like a month before I read that was me just trying to like avoid everything, right? And it's like, hang on a sec, this is the only way, right?
Well, the best, Jason said something very, very profound that I love. The thing that he always says is the gold medal is always there. The belt is always there. All you have to do is show up.
Yeah.
But then even if you show up, you'll still have obstacles. And then you're just like, yeah, but that's still part of your way.
Yeah.
And then that's when that whole obstacles the way just kind of sunk into me.
So when like, all right, so when you said, I still can't figure it because I don't know my why, right? I still don't know my why.
No, you do. Yeah, you do.
It's there, but it's like I love the process.
Well, everything's a process. When you think about it.
But how do I explain? Like,
okay, let me break it down to you, right? If you had to list down 5 important things in your life, right?
Yeah.
In rank order.
We should invite Ricky in here.
Yeah. If you had to like list out 5 most important things in your life, where would you fall in? So with myself,
yes,
it's me. It's me first.
Yeah.
Okay. Second is my family.
Yeah.
Third is my work.
Yeah.
Because without my work, I can't afford to do much. Fourth is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And 5 is my comfort, which is basically me making sure that I'm as comfortable as possible in everything and anything. Yes, because going with flow, the more comfortable I am, the more flow states I have. That's why I gotta clean my home.
Yeah, I read this and afford.
I
agree with that.
I have to clean my home all the time. Because it creates more flow.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you have to think about those 5 things, that's my why. And number 1 is me.
Yeah.
Because without me, the rest just disintegrates. So what's your why?
Why?
Why? When you already know your why.
Yeah.
Everybody knows their why. The only problem is they haven't ranked ordered things. I can almost guarantee if they have to rank something, they'll probably have themselves at the very bottom. Or if not in the middle. But it shouldn't be that way.
Should be the first, right?
You should be the first
because they won't work without you first.
Correct.
Someone said this to me. Was it? No, it wasn't you. Yeah.
So something to think about it.
Huh.
Yeah. And then from there, if we had to bridge onto the whole failure thing, you're okay with having failure. You know why? Because you have a great why. You're able to take on whatever failure you have because it will get you one step closer to why you're doing what you're doing.
I need to find my why too. That's
I don't know. This is just me.
No. It's good.
I think
it's
this
good
way
because
like this is me on a Saturday or a Friday night just writing crap down.
It's funny that you said that, right?
Yeah.
Because see the bottom shelf.
Yeah. I see that.
That's me,
That's you.
right?
That's beautiful, bro.
I
have the same. I have the same.
Life, huh?
It's
You know what? Next time invite Ricky. You should Ricky Tana.
yeah. Is he at? Where is he?
Nah,
He's everywhere. At the
he's
moment.
everywhere at the moment.
Oh,
He's
okay.
running his own business.
But that guy's awesome.
that guy's
that guy's
If you got combined with Eric and Ricky, the spiritual and knowledge.
Yeah, the conversations go crazy.
Yeah.
Me and him, it gets pretty intense. It's intense.
Like, are you in line with each other, or is it
very in
conflicting?
line.
Yeah.
It's never conflicting. That guy gives me different energy.
Yeah.
Like when we had
The
times.
karma is pretty good. Yeah.
We had times that when we were all working together where things were tough, without me going into too much detail. Things were tough and Ricky wasn't having a good time. I wasn't having a good time, but whenever we have conversations, for some reason, yeah, we're in sync, and then you just feel this energy just build up. I remembered when I was competing about 3 weeks ago. I was nervous. He was there, and then I said to him, and it was for the no-gi match, and I said to him, "Bro, I need your help." He goes, "What's up, man?" And he goes, I need somebody to warm up with." And he goes, "What do you want?" And I said, "Bro, it's up to you." And what we did was we rolled in the warm-up area. We were just rolling, and I don't know what it was. But I felt really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous anymore. And I was putting him into some locks with some arm locks, and he was just getting away from it, which is typical of Ricky because he's like that. He knows all the counters. And then I said, "How'd you get away from that?" And he goes, "Oh, he just gives me simple explanations on how to do things." So I was just like, "Oh, all right. Maybe I should just adapt that." I go into the mat and I had no fear, bro. And when you go into a match and you have no fear, you dominate.
No, that's true.
You dominate.
And you just cleared your mind.
It just cleared my mind. Because when you're there, your first match, you're always nervous. You're always thinking, am I going to get hurt? Is this guy better than me? You'll have all these excuses.
Yeah.
Doubts.
Yeah, doubts and everything. And then all of a sudden, you don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there anymore because it's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
It really is. When I'm with this guy and when we were just warming up, those were gone. I wasn't even thinking anymore.
Yeah.
And that's where the flow state comes into play. When you've eliminated all the doubt, the insecurity, you don't even care if you fail.
Yeah.
It got me so much that I go, I won a silver because of that. And I credit Ricky for that. I didn't have any of the coaches. So, yeah.
Man.
The final off?
So you want to bring him?
What's that?
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah,
Ricky's awesome.
Ricky's awesome.
Yeah, he has his own podcast too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, open source.
Open source.
Yeah.
What's computing?
No. He's it's his
Events.
company. Yeah, events marketing. That's the digital marketing too.
Is he?
Yeah, it's open source. It's pretty good. Hey, I just shouted your company. You owe me $1.
No, you don't know him. But Ricky, we gotta hook up sometime. But yeah, you gotta roll with this guy. He's a different level.
Does he work out at Parramatta?
No, Gracie. He used to be with us because he moved back to the West. Down here.
He's back.
And he's back with his with his family, just being with the business also. There's like a less jiu-jitsu at the moment. So
okay.
Yeah,
because he's evolving with a lot of with the government too. Yeah. With the way he loves to give back to the community. That's the good thing about Ricky. These guys, Eric and these guys are very. What's the right word? Dharma or karma?
Generous?
No, we're a little bit esoteric, I would say.
No. See, that's in depth for me. I'm just from
esoteric. Yeah.
How do you spell that?
ESO. Oh, I'm gonna screw it up now.
It is esoteric.
Yeah.
Intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interests.
Yeah, something along those lines.
If you need a comic relief, I'm always here.
You're always welcome.
You're always happy. Always happy.
So,
Darius always happy.
So that's it.
That's it. So
hey man,
thanks
for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Do you want to do this as a
once a month?
Once a month or how?
Up to you.
Here's the thing. Conversations actually help you structure thoughts. I'm a firm believer in that, and I could tell you love to listen. I can see that.
You should be a psychologist, man.
Yeah. Whereas this guy, he loves just being entertaining. That's his thing.
Yeah,
I understand that of Darius.
It's a good balance.
Yeah. Whereas me, I'm a nerd. Well, you're a nerd too. But I nerd out.
That's why I'm like when Darius said, let's do a podcast with Eric. And I was like, and straight away, because it's boring if it's everyone is
the same
character.
That's right.
Boring.
But everyone is different.
Yeah, everyone's
different.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm happy to do this as how often
Hey,
we'll bring some subjects, right? That's the most important.
I think we got to structure that with the subject.
We'll invite some coaches.
I'm happy.
Yeah, as we grow. To be honest with you, ending this 2019, to be honest, I'm proud to be part in the jiu-jitsu community. That's because we won't know each other. I wouldn't know Eric.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know you. You know, I wouldn't know the other guys. Jason George just gave us an opportunity, and as a family.
Yeah.
So not only that, it also the other jiu-jitsu community. You know, from around the area.
Yeah. And
You know, it became more as even our background being a Filipino. There's a lot of us.
There's
Yeah.
a
You know,
lot-
I never thought there's no one's doing this. I thought we were just involved with either boxing or basketball. You know,
we're also westernized Filipinos, and
Yeah.
also when you really think about where we are in our jiu-jitsu journey, we're just at the start.
Yeah.
we are.
We're
man.
just at the start. We're nowhere near, like I just want to make it clear, because clearly if we're gonna have some people listening from a jiu-jitsu perspective, we're absolute beginners. Absolute beginners.
Absolutely.
We have nothing, we're not
always a beginner.
Yeah, we're not in the space where we're thinking we're better than anybody else. No.
Definitely from perspective of a
Yeah. I
I'm
know
a
for a
black
fact.
belt.
Yeah.
I'm a black belt.
Yeah, that's the leather belt you wear.
No, man, I'm black belt in bed.
I knew you were gonna take it that way, bro. I knew you were gonna take
I
it
like
that
the
way.
back take, all these new
I
words
knew
that
he
I'm
was
learning.
I knew he was
Yeah.
gonna do that.
That's
But
the
yeah.
best way.
All right. How about this, man? Thoughts on failure, just to kind of finish it off. Because we started with that.
Yeah.
We might as well finish with
Yeah.
that. With thoughts on failure. You go, Ernst, because you're a beautiful listener, but I love to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts on failure. It took a long time for me to accept failure as a learning tool.
Yeah.
It took a very, very long time, to the point where I'm talking about last 5 years. So when I turned 30 is the first time I recognized failure as something that can promote you instead of something that hinders you.
I love that.
So it took me 30 years to go, right, I failed at that. Why did I fail at that?
Yeah.
It took me a long time to start asking questions about my failure instead of seeing it as like your shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, and once that mindset just started to change, I started to grow exponentially. Like everything was just like, all right, you didn't do so well. Okay.
You took stock.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just keep
And you
moving.
were honest with yourself rather than lying to yourself.
That was the big turning point. I was honest
making me
with
cry,
myself.
E. You're making me cry.
Why you crying?
You're making
man?
me cry.
Why, bro?
You're
Why?
making me cry.
Why?
I like that. I like that.
Okay,
Accepting
so what about yourself, bro? What's failure to you?
failure to me is just a challenge. It's another obstacle. But I'd rather fail now rather than later, because this will. It's still helping. I'm still failing, by the way, guys. It's
Everyone's
not.
still failing.
Look, if you could only read my mind or see my mind, there are a lot of things that I want to change. And because of the failure that I have, it's not, to me, before I thought it was a setback.
It's not.
It's not. It's not a setback. It's just need to tweak the right direction. You know, the problem is, I know we're going to go up the failure. Because growing up as an Asian, to me, it's an Asian tiger attitude. My parents are very strict. When you fail something, I felt shit. Because to me, my father is a perfectionist. Being in the military, he's always going,
No,
"You're done. You're failed."
They just expect much from you,
Right?
And then,
you know, Filipino parents are, what? You failed. To them, it's ended already. No, to me, growing up, oh shit, I'm gonna fail again. It's always in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But now, to me, failure is just another answer to move on. Okay, there's always a way. But you know, everyone's to me, education's. I'm bad in education, right?
Yeah.
I'm not an A student.
Nah.
I'm not an A student. I'm not an A student. But to my parents, that was a failure already. But once I graduated in a degree, I said, you know what? It just takes an attitude to get it. Right? That's me. I just keep going. You know, it just gives me another idea how to move on.
Yeah.
You know, it's never an open-ended question when it comes to failure.
Cool, bro. Well, my thing with failure is my greatest lessons come from my biggest failures. And it's, like I said, it's death and rebirth.
Yeah.
When you accept your failure, that's a death. And then the only way you can actually come out of that is the rebirth, the acceptance of that failure. And essentially, what is failure? Like I said, it's just feedback. But our egos tell us, no, it's not. Our egos tell us something else. And it's just, how do you change that particular relationship with your ego for you to accept that particular failure to move you forward? That is. But that is the question that we always ask ourselves throughout every aspect in our lives.
Yeah.
So for me, that's my thing with that. So failure, everybody, you gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
Get tapped out.
It's scary.
Get tapped.
Get tapped out.
Get tapped out.
Tap often. Tap often.
What kind of tap?
Yeah. Ernst, thank you for having
Thank
us,
you.
man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
The E-earners, thank you.
Thanks, brother.